MuleSoft meant moving toward an API-led design, which was something new for us. In addition, accessing these core banking systems can be tricky, and this is where MuleSoft really shined. They were able to leverage their experience with other banks to provide us the standard, most common functions, the most common integrations, and then they helped us build these integrations using their security standards, their best practices. Plus, they also had experience working with these core banking systems. So they had experience working with Fiserv, and so they understood how to navigate that landscape. So to really put into words the speed at which we were able to operate, in January of this year, after standing up our MuleSoft platform, we launched our integration pilot to allow commercial clients access to their data. So we're talking about integrating through several applications and returning a ton of data. So to put that in perspective, on January 1st of this year, we had nothing. On June 28th, 2023, we went live. And we're not talking about some cobbled together system. We brought in independent third parties to do penetration testing to ensure that we're safe. And this kind of speed is just simply unheard of in especially the banking space. And that simply would not have been possible without the help of MuleSoft and their accelerators.
Not only were you unlocking your core banking system and implementing MuleSoft, you were also implementing Salesforce Financial Services Cloud at the same time. So can you talk a bit about how partnering with MuleSoft and Salesforce together as one company helped to achieve this at such an impressive speed?
Well, looking back, it's crazy to think that we accomplished all this at the same time. And let me level set to explain how we set this up. We use Salesforce as our customer experience and MuleSoft as our data source. So you can think of that as a front end and a back end type setup, right? So we've all been here where the business says, we need you to build something only for it to not be what you needed at all. But because Salesforce and MuleSoft partnered so well together, there was no more guessing, right? So Salesforce knew what the MuleSoft team needed. They could provide strict and specific requirements. So let me give you an example. When the business comes to us and says, hey, we need the customer name to show up on this record. And that's a simple request. But on the MuleSoft side, we're like, is that first name, last name? Is that last name, first name? Is it uppercase, lowercase? Again, it's all simple, but it means we have to go back to the business to get clarification. And that might take a week or so. So what if you don't have a week or so? And that's just one use case. If we talk about that same scenario with MuleSoft and Salesforce, it sounds like this. Salesforce guys, hey, MuleSoft, let's add the customer record. We need last name, comma, first name, all lowercase, and that's it. That's it. We move on to the next one. Another example is the Salesforce team may reach out and say, hey, MuleSoft guys, we're working on our error handling. Where do we ship this data? Which endpoints do we hit? And it's this type of interactivity that really helped us move at speed.
Well, thank you, James. It's been awesome to hear how you've been able to leverage MuleSoft and our accelerators to help get your customers the data that they need faster. And I want to shift gears a little bit over to you.